What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, bienvenidos. Please hit that subscribe button. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a bartending horror story while I do my makeup. I'm going to probably do a 90s makeup look. Makeup in the 90s was a lot more bold, and maybe that's what my inspiration will be, like a bold 90s look. Let's get started. For moisturizer, I'm going to use Sephora. This is an eye cream, but I mean, rather than use a different moisturizer for my eyes and a different one for my face, I'd rather use this all around. I'm going to be putting Sephora concealer on. It's called Best Skin Ever, and the shade is 22.5N. Jump right into it. When I first moved to Miami, for those of you who know my story, you guys know, I was desperate looking for a job. I was looking for anything. It didn't matter if it was in an office, it was wherever I saw a now hiring sign, I was going inside. I saw this one place in Miami Beach, a quote-unquote Cuban restaurant, but a real Cuban would have spit that shit right out their mouths. It was basically a little cocktail shop, like, you know those places you see people holding the pineapples and coconuts with liquor inside? That's what they sold. That was their main thing, but they also sold burger, wings, nothing Cuban, but that's what it said. I think the Cuban sandwich, maybe they only had like a Cuban sandwich or something, but their main thing was burger, fries, and like I said, people came there for the pineapple drinks. It's all basically tourists. The worst time to be working there was during spring break, because all these crazy spring breakers would come there. There would be fights, there'd be getting drunk, there'd be just a whole lot of shit. Drugs and stuff. This is the part I hate, blending it. So sometimes I tap it, sometimes I slide it, just, you know, to get it done with quicker. And some pressed powder. This is by MAC. So going back to the story, I get a job there as a cocktail waitress. Basically, I'm doing everything. I'm the cashier, I'm making the drinks, giving it. So basically like a cashier slash server. It was not a full restaurant. It was not a full service restaurant. All I was doing was making the drinks, handing it to them. But Lord have mercy, that place was the worst job I've ever had. I told the guy I'm only working day shifts. I just moved to Miami. I don't want to be working till 3 a.m. And I live 2 hours away from that place. I was taking the train every day to get there. Yeah, I was not going in the train 1 a.m. in the morning. So I told him, I'm like, this is my schedule. Everything was fine at first. And then eventually he schedules me at night, which I told him we went back and forth a lot with that. But what happened was this one night, I was scheduled on a day where it was a spring break curfew. Now, why did this guy leave the restaurant open when it was an 8 p.m. curfew? I will never know. But me being new, not arguing with him, I just did what I was told. Laura, this was one of the craziest nights I've ever had. Every other bar in South Beach closed because spring break was getting out of hand. Every place else closed before 7, but he made us stay open till exactly 8 p.m. on the dot. We had a lineup from the restaurant all the way to the beach, basically. So I go out, and the guy calls me. He's like, past 7:45, close the doors. I'm like, why couldn't you have told me that before? Like, there's a lineup of people here. So I go outside. I'm like, guys, we're closing. I'm sorry, you have to go. All of a sudden, I hear a bunch of complaints. No, but I've been waiting here so long. Ma'am, I do not make the rules here. I have to close. I get a bunch of people arguing with me. Mind you, it's me, it's the other girl, and we're arguing with like 100 different people. So I'm like, sorry, I closed the door. Oh, and I was such a pushover. Like, this one lady's like, oh, but it's my birth. I'm like, okay, fine, one more. And then the next guy behind her complained, one more. And that was it. I'm like, no, I'm done. I can't. I'm closing the door to this place. Like I said, there's a huge lineup. The lady in front of the door, she's like, I'm not going anywhere. Pushes the door back in front of me. I'm like, what the hell? So we push the door. Me, the other girl, the chef, close the door in front of her. We lock the door. What happens? 5 to 10 people inside the restaurant, they get locked in too. So we're like, holy shit, what the fuck are we gonna do about this? The lady who made us close the door, like she was having a tug of war with us, so we close it on her. She takes off her shoe, she's like slamming on the windows, like just being just a crazy psycho. So we were doing a tug of war with the door. We finally close it in. She's going ham, beating the door basically. Here, let me do some contouring with some bronzer. So going back to the story, she takes off her shoe. One crazy bitch takes off her shoe and she's slamming our windows. I got scared. I'm like, this bitch is about to fucking break the window or something. I guess she hit the woman next to her. I don't know what happened, but it was like a mob outside of our window. She hits the lady next to her. I don't know what she does, but 1 minute she's slamming the door. The next minute I turn around and there's a huge fight going on. One of my coworkers gave it to me. He wasn't working at the moment, but it was crazy. This happened right outside of our restaurant. And next thing you know, after this fight's going on, a whole ton of police show up. So I'm thinking to myself, how do I get rid of the people inside the restaurant? They're still there, still asking for their drinks after all that. I'm like, do you not see what's going on out there? But I'm panicking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? 10 police here. What do I do? They're still in there. I'm like, you know what? Maybe we'll kick them out from the back door. I'm like, you guys gotta go. Still arguing with us for some drinks. I'm like, no, you gotta go. They finally leave. My busser actually helps kick them out. The lady who started the whole fight and everything, I see her getting all tough with the police. Getting tough with like 5 police officers. Before I knew it, they pepper sprayed her. I see a bunch of police officers pepper spraying her. And guys, you have no idea how strong pepper spray is. It went through the door, through the window. My eyes are burning. I'm running to the bathroom, washing my eyes. They pepper spray her. I see her get tackled to the ground and handcuffed. Rightfully so. Okay, let me fill in my brows now. I'll use this one. Not gonna lie, seeing her get handcuffed and arrested was it was well deserved. So I'm like, oh shit, and the door barges right open. 10 police come in the restaurant, and I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, am I getting arrested? Let me fill my eyebrows. So because it's a 90s makeup look, I gotta do a bold look, like red lips. That was really in style back in the 90s, I believe. Like if you look at all the pop stars, actresses, they all have like red lipstick. This is like a dark red maroon. And I'm gonna do my eyeshadow too. I'll probably do like a brown gold with a little bit of white near my eyes. The only thing I'm missing now is my eyeliner. So let's get that out of the way. Gonna do this as best as I can. So anyway, guys, this is the finishing look. Tell me what you guys think, and hope you enjoyed the story. This is why I'm in school. I'm really trying to get away from bartending, even though every job I've had since then hasn't been as bad. I ended up leaving that place actually 6 months after that due to some other issues going on. Like, I realized that the employer wasn't paying me what I should have been getting paid. Thankfully, found a way better job. Went back to school now, and I'm doing great. Oh, and that place actually ended up getting sold. So it no longer exists, and that's the end of that. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. See you guys next week.